Okay, let's see. Seems fine for now. Put my arms down. Yeah, today everything's going to work perfectly. And if it doesn't, we'll hopefully pay attention and see what happens this time. As I said, it should work fine, but who really knows? Anyway. Ivan, user of the day again. He needs to stop that. He's been doing it too often. We got high score. He's probably near the top again somewhere. So there's number 5. Yeah, only did 13 problems. He's number 5. Yep. Well, interesting. Okay. Just wanting to do a couple Sumego. I don't know if I really want to play today, so I might just do the pro game. But I'll see how I feel after I do some stuff. Maybe I'll do it after the pro game. Who knows? See if I want to play after that. Honey. It's just as simple as that, right? Ended up not doing too much Sumego yesterday after stream. What I'm trying to do, like sort of my goal right now, is I've mentioned before, I want to complete as many collections as I can. I've already completed this one, but I feel like it's good to just go through it again as my warm up. That's sort of what you do in a lot of different things that you learn, right? You learn the new, or you learn something specific, and then you use that new thing that you learned as your warm up. Same idea here. Nothing special. We can just do this, right? There we go. I think my current goal is actually to complete the Gokyo Shumyo. That's my current goal. So I'll probably start working on that soonish. Even though there's all these other ones in between, I'll probably start working on this one sooner. We just block here. They pull back, we're good. They go up, we're good. I had to double check though. Almost done with this first with volume 1 already, so that's good. This is the golden chicken. What? Yeah, we can't do this one because they will play S1. So we need to play S1 ourselves. So we can have Miai. Makes sense to me. White to kill. Just a very simple problem. Already one eye here, so we need to make sure to take liberties off of this group, it looks like. We do this one. If we jump, I think jump might still work, but taking liberty directly seems like it might be better. Is there anything wrong with the jump? I'm sure there's something wrong with it. We'll take a liberty. Try from behind. It seemed like I could tell there was something wrong, but I couldn't think of it. That's a good sign for today. But like I already said, I'm not even sure I want to play a game right now. I know tomorrow, today's Thursday, right? Yeah, today's Thursday. Tomorrow, I will do just a game stream later on in the day, and I'm going to do the morning thing. So it's possible on Fridays I'll just do like the pro game and some Sumego and stuff like that, and then later on, since I'll be playing on Fox, I'll do that. Starting off pretty simple, it seems. Yeah. It's very, very good to start off simple. No, this feels okay. No co. So I do want this one. So how you doing, Dallin? Yeah, stir my drink. Oh yeah, I didn't watch the game that you played, but I saw when you commented saying that you played a game because I just had it on sort of in the background while he was doing stuff. Well, while I was doing stuff. But he said that it was a good game, so that was not bad, not bad. He said you felt like a 3-don after playing him, which is about right. That seems about right. Oh wait, that way. I guess that's fine. Yeah, you did pretty good apparently. I'll have to look, but it seemed like you did pretty good from what they were saying. I don't have to worry about that, right? I can just do this one. We're good to go. Yeah, to lead for 15 whole moves. Nice, nice. Yeah, the only reason I didn't try to play a game against him is because I just really don't like playing that style of game, so I have to be in the mood for it. I did think about it for a second, like maybe I should try, see if I can get a game with him, but I'm like, no, I don't want to. Then it happened, I had nothing. Oh man. Uh seems correct. Almost misclicked there, but it seemed correct anyway. Yeah, it might be fun to go look at it if you let me know the name of your account. I could go look at it. It'd be fun. Hmm. Yeah, I noticed he did have some games that were like really randomly hard, and then some games were just super obviously easy. And it was interesting to see how different it was. Because I don't play all throughout the day, right? I don't play like 50 games in a day. So it was interesting to see how the games are different over time. And there were a couple times you could tell he was just tired. He was just playing moves that didn't make sense anymore. Base blind. Okay. Maybe we can go look. Oh yeah, if we do this one, we're potentially no, we're good. We're good. Yeah, base blind. I'll have to open up Fox so you can look at that. Let's see, where's my Fox at? It's around here somewhere. There you are. I moved things around recently, so ended up in weird spots. We'll go with Keltani, I guess, as the stream account, so I can log in on that one. The one I'm going to be ranking up on Fridays here, hopefully. Let's go base blind. Sustenance. There they are. All right, I'll look at this in a second here. All right. Let's finish these up. There's only a couple left. I was doing something over here, right? This feels like the right move. Something about it feels wrong, though. Yeah, it is wrong. It is just wrong. Yeah, it is just wrong. We want this one, and we want to throw in an Atari. But we can't throw in an Atari if he takes a liberty away from us. We just need to do this right away. Then he needs Hanes. So we need to do this one. So this one, this one, this one. And if he plays on the inside, we're good. Yeah. Anyway. Close this, minimize that. There we go. Hello, Hru. Hola. We should play again soonish, though, when I have time. Yeah. Ah, okay, finishing lunch. Okay, yeah. No, I will be doing a stream later on in the days on Fridays, and I may even add another day. So, like, if later on's a bit better to play, then we could potentially play at that during that stream. It'd be Fridays probably. Fridays mostly. All right, that's a. Oh, did I do that one or not? I wasn't paying attention. Did I actually do that one? I just click next. Okay, okay. I didn't actually do that one. I just clicked next. No co. So we just want to take a liberty from the outside. Then is what we're thinking here. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't even do that. I just clicked next because I already completed that one time. Yeah, have a good day as well. And yeah, it's been an okay start. I mean, Hru had to destroy me in my first game back, but whatever. It's not a big deal. No co, right? So we wanted to go down here instead. No, not this one. What? Oh, yeah, you're right. That was me being stupid. We want to do something else instead. I'm paying attention, okay? I'm paying attention. Oops. No, I think it was actually a really fun game. So it's not it wasn't actually that bad, but just throw in, I guess. There's no co. Is there a co here somehow? Oh, is it just this Atari? Is this a co thing, or what would be the co here? That's what I'm curious about. We throw in, this isn't a co, right? Right? Okay. Well, where's the co? Where's the co? That one's just alive, right? This is just, that doesn't make sense. How do you make a co? D1 instead of D2? Oh, there's a co shape here, but you can just connect, right? So they have to cut. But yeah, I don't know. After throw in? Okay, after throw in. Okay, I was like, yeah, I just couldn't see it because it didn't make sense to me. That makes way more sense now. Whenever it says like no co, I'm like, wait, how did you do that? What is the co? How do you even make one? Oh, we have to throw in here. Okay. All right, we finished this up. There we go. I already have collections over here, but we'll just close that one. All right, so we're going to look at, just for fun, we're going to look at this game. Can I minimize this window with this open? No, it'll close it as well. So I should move it over too. All right, so I should move both of them over. There we go. Now it's behind. You see it? See it here? All right. So this was Dallin versus Zichen on his rank up stream yesterday. One of the 5 Dons. So not going to look through it in too much detail. I just want to see it. Zichen rep, yeah. I didn't actually see this game when he was playing, so I just wanted to look through it. So let's see. He is black, and he decided to do this Joseki, which is it always feels like a mistake, especially because someone like Zichen. But I'm sure Zichen would know the proper way to do it. But should be okay. Just 3-3 right away. All right. Approach. Yeah, nothing wrong with it. All normal moves so far. Some things I don't like, but I wish wouldn't have played that first Joseki, basically. So it would have been a very different game anyway. Oh, bump here.
Someone invites you to play.
I'm sorry, I must decline you. I should also decline all. There we go. Bump here. This is the first move that feels very wrong. Is this normal? Because this move is the one that definitely feels wrong. I think the normal thing in this case is like pushing up here, right? We want to get these moves in eventually. Then the Hane. And yeah, Tiger's Mouth. Probably okay as well. Yeah. This is one of the moves if you're just trying to settle, right? You give this up and you're just alive here. But I think you're supposed to push out anyway. And then when they hane, they cut. Now you can Tiger's Mouth. And the idea would be, no matter what they play over here, you're going to be able to get this slide. So it's going to be probably similar if you just Tiger's Mouth first anyway. But the problem would be like, when you Tiger's Mouth first, it would be this turn. Their stones are already in a good spot, right? So you don't really want to slide anymore. Yeah, the push adds cutting points, yeah. Even if you just back off. Even if you just back off now. It's still at least adding this. But yeah, push and then hane is usually the right one. I don't know it all after this, though. This is where I start messing up the Joseki, because I don't know where it's going to go from here. We have to look this one up. But yeah. Yeah, so the bump just feels really wrong. Feels like, yeah, you live, but it doesn't feel good to live that way. I would definitely rather the Tiger's Mouth instead of the bump. I got a drink here. All right. Yeah, bullied a little bit. Yeah, as I said, I don't want to go in too much detail about everything, but ooh, this way now. This feels a bit strange as well. Maybe it's fine, but this feels a bit strange. To do this Joseki right away. I guess you have the ladder. That's the reason why he's playing it, is because he has the ladder. But it is right next to White's area. No, I just mean because of this formation, it just feels a little bit strange to be playing it over here. But I guess White is not able to build anything on this side after they've pushed. So maybe you could say that's a good exchange. Hey, Dark Jackal, how you doing? Going is going okay. Yeah, cutting point might make it okay, yeah. I'm going to use that right away, nice. There's a Ko in the corner. I think Z-Chan would be fine with a Ko. Oh, you're doing it from... Oh, okay. That was interesting. I didn't think about that. Doing it from this side. I guess that makes sense too. Yeah, he's like, I don't give a fuck. Exactly. Yeah, see, now after this fight, right? After this group is jumping out, now these two stones are a little bit lonely. And so it'll depend entirely. If this gets captured, it's probably fine. Could he go to Sumego? Just have to find food. Oh yeah, food's the hard part. You gotta like get up and go look for it. It's terrible. Somebody have to cook it too. Sometimes it's really not good. Yeah, so he just goes after the top side, strengthening himself. I have to pay for it first too. Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. There's so many steps involved. It's just intense. I would feel. I think you're actually. No, I would feel uncomfortable if he got one more move there. But you have to capture now. And then the group is not quite settled. How would I settle it? It's a good question, right? How would I want to settle it? Hane does feel okay. We're threatening to sort of connect up, but what are we getting after that? Is it settled? Like that's what I'm wondering, right? How would I try? I think it's possible, but it does feel very bad. Got to forage in the bushes for berries and kill some wild wolves for their meat. Cook them sequentially in this giant cauldron. Wait a minute. I think that's not cooking. You're doing it wrong. I mean, arguably it is cooking, but I think there's something else you're doing right there. uh, just Tanuki, yeah. Yeah, it does feel really difficult to try to even settle it all on this top side. Witchery alchemy, yep. It feels a little too difficult. So just Tanuki here, try to get something better. He plays one more move to kill it off. Now it for sure shouldn't live. We do have nice little jumps here, but I think that's about it. I had some good end game, and if it's only this that they're getting, I think that's probably fine. That's probably good. Versus what you got over here, as long as you can turn and grab this as well, you're probably pretty happy. And then you have the bottom side. Maybe it's okay. We'll have to see what the AI says here. The one of these blue buttons, I don't remember which one it is. The small one. It's not. I guess it's this forcing move, sure. I actually don't like playing this move here. It might be necessary, but I kind of like playing from this side. Even though this is all strong, I kind of like playing from this side anyway. But you know what? This is potentially the weaker area, right? So you should probably defend the weaker side. Yeah. I definitely feel like you don't necessarily have to respond here again to this one. Now we could go back over to this side or over the top or something if we wanted to. Anything we want here. Threatening this one a little bit. He just made his group solid and then is going to threaten the top. But I feel like this is exactly what Zichin wants, right? He's going to attack it now? Oh, he's just going to take it. Wow, okay. He's happy. And no wonder I don't remember this game. Zichin's just taking stuff, not worrying about anything. That's funny. I'll go underneath. And then they get to capture that side. Here's the Ko. Okay. He said there was a Ko at some point. So this clamp here. Do you need the Ko? Can we just back off? I guess it makes the white group more living. If we do this one, they could cut, I guess. And then we'd still have to come out and try to live, but we're at least trying to surround at the same time. If we're coming out. Yeah, so I think it should be fine. Either one should be good. Still. Oh, not that. There we go. That's what I want to do. But is there anything else they could do? There's no reason to do this, right? It gives you an eye, but there's no other reason, right? Yeah, I don't know. But he said this is where he got behind. So after this Ko. Now there's that cutting point in the center. Even though it shouldn't matter, it's at least a Ko threat. And he captures, though, after this, after you jump. Is there a Ko threat you have anywhere? Can we just cut through like this? Is this acceptable? Captures here, we Atari here. Is this acceptable? I think that's fine. But are we winning? It looks okay. Do you have to worry about these stones at all? There's only 2 liberties here, so them connecting here shouldn't be a big deal. But then I guess it's not a... No, we're still able to capture here. Her judicial judgment is pants, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to play on the outside. I like this turn at 1 anyway, because it is still getting us out. So it just depends on if there's another. Like the sad part is there's so many co-threats over here. You know, too many co-threats over here. Yeah, oh well. Let's see what the AI says here. Not out efficiencying them. Yeah, it does seem like that's fairly normal. Based on the 2 games we played, it seemed like I almost always got a really nice position pretty quickly, and then you end up winning because of later on stuff, not necessarily because of the early on stuff. So this is where he was ahead. It's right here when they did this Hane. There we go. So they extended, we extend, and then they Hane here, and this was a 90% win for black. So how do we win from here as black? I like this turn. I honestly like the turn, but let's see. Oh, block this way instead. Yeah, just live. They have to go. They have to jump out and live. You know, I like it. And then the co happens. And there's nothing we can do. All right, let's see. Let's just see what it says here. Just connect instead. Oh man, that feels. I guess I understand. This is like territory, right? If we connect here and they capture this area, or at least able to push into the corner and get rid of points there, and we should be able to manage this group in some way. Yeah, oh well, that's funny. Feels spineless, yeah. I agree. This doesn't feel right. Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's what the AI wanted though, right? So the AI definitely wanted not starting the co. I don't believe for sure that Dallin would win from this position because Zichen still has stuff that he could figure out from here. But this is the best chance he has, apparently. As long as this group is alive and they have this weak group, we should be good to go. Okay. That was fun. Yeah, I need to. This is the accounting going to be ranking up, hopefully. I've been trying to rank this one up on stream many times. I get to 6 dawn and I get close to 7 dawn, and sometimes I end up falling back down to 5. I'm like, oh man, come on. It's harder for me to do that on stream. So that's my goal for this year. And I try to focus a little bit better when I play games on Fox. Man. Let's just close this one. Like I was saying, I'm not really sure I'm too interested in playing a game today. I kind of want to just relax a bit. So I'm just going to do the pro game thing right now. So I do want to, even though I'm not too into it yet, I do want to try to do it at least for the first week and see if I can get into it. So let me open this up here. And then move this over. That's my thing here is I never look at pro games, so I need to just try to do that more. We gotta close this up before it shows me the end result. There we go. Gotta sneeze there for a second. I'm just a little tired today. Then I'll see if I feel like playing after I'm done with the pro game. All right. As Leon Xiao and Shi Erhao, I don't know how to say their names, but good enough. And Chinese league again, I think. I think that's what it was. League A, so the stronger players, the strongest players, I think, in the league. Unless there's a League S of some sort. then I have no clue. Maybe that'll be it. Anyway, let's get through the first couple moves and see how they play here. Oh, nice. Just enclosing here. I've been considering this type of idea as black because I like this as white. This sort of a facing 3-4 points. I'm not sure how I feel about it as black, but I'm not against the idea. Yeah, so approach and close doesn't really matter. I think most of the time we approach. And now we want to decide on Joseki here. Let's see. Of course, just diagonal is always good. Diagonal or knight's move always good. Do I care about pincer here? Let me see. What's my normal thing as white? Normally, when you have white with this position, we'll change it up a little bit here. We'll do this. Yeah, normally when you have white as this, if you're able to get one enclosure and they approach, what do I like to do? I think I still like to just do something like this one. Usually because we're reducing some of what black is building as well. So I'm fine with like moving this direction in general. If we pincer, we're not really building, right? Because this is sort of flat. We need one more move to build. So it'd be like this one here. If we have this sort of formation already on the board. And let's have him add a random move over here for some reason. If we have this already, then yeah, I feel like a pincer is potentially good. But we're not guaranteed to get that first because they're the ones who are going to push first. So I think that's how I feel about that in general. So for this one, pincer is going to do. Okay. Yeah, I would want to still just do this one. But pincer here is going to be forcing him, since he's jumping here, it's sort of forcing him to go this direction anyway. So a tight pincer could make sense there. If you do a further away pincer, just the building aspect or just the extension aspect, and you're not going to be able to build as nicely. Tight pincers for fighting. I don't know the new Joseki for this, I gotta be honest. I know the old Joseki. We'd want a pincer here. And it looks like he didn't play that. So this is like the old Joseki. I guess I should check. I didn't drop any frames or anything. Nope, still good. Still confused how I died yesterday somehow. But I don't really know how this one works with this fourth line stone. This is just like I never studied when I was younger at the game. That's what I mean. When I first started. I think the other thing to do is just pincer here right away is the other sort of idea. Either this one or this one. Sort of threatening to attach on either side. Haven't learned the hypermodern AI just like 4.4, 4.3, and 3.5.3 yet. Yeah, I haven't learned any of the really hyper new modern stuff for any of that stuff. Yeah, same. I'm gonna have to one of these days, but that's why looking over pro games is good, so you can sort of get some of these things in your head, even if you don't know the Joseki. If you like the way it ended up, maybe you study it later and see if you want to try it yourself. I think with this one space high, you almost never see this move. I don't believe I've seen it with this one space high. So let's see if does it want that one still. It does want that one still, but it does want the jump more. Like the jump's the blue move. So I was curious about that. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. All right, I never would have thought of this move. Is this the AI move? Is this the AI move? I have to look at that. Okay, it's just a green move. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, is that the special AI move here? Because oh my gosh. Yeah, it is asking because like it's the same idea. I think it's the same idea as this one, where you're sort of asking for this to be pushing through here. But higher instead. Yeah, that's just really weird. I don't know if he wants to Hane or if he wants to do anything special. That would be something I have to read out. But I think just extending here, same thing, yeah. I guess it feels like black should cut one more time. I think with the low one, black could decide to come over to this side now, do something on this side in general. You just be backing off or whatever you want here. Because when we move this way, we're not connecting to that stone at all. Or at least not in a very strong way. So I guess playing high, it might be making it feel like black wants to push again. Because when we go this direction, it feels like this is a little bit more useful. All right, let's go here. Then there's Aji on this side, right? A little bit more obvious Aji. There's no Ataris on these two stones that black can play. There's no other moves that black can try to do here except for just capture. So it does seem like there's something there. So that's interesting to see. They're going to jump to the... Oh, kick first. Kick is always good. I always forget that. This kick is always good. I don't know if you want to extend. I might actually... I might just turn now as white. Hane or turn. Hane in the corner or turn. Let's see. Extend. It is just going to extend. Okay. I was wanting to be a little bit more active. But I guess this is sort of losing points when you do something like this one. But this feels nice, though, to have this stone here. Like, I might play this one. I don't know for sure, but I might actually play this one in this scenario, right? To come over the top if I already had the turn. But this is better for territory and better for living on the side, right? Because you can come underneath pretty easily. If you really have to. So I'm just curious if he's going to back off here now or if he's going to continue to cut through the center. He's going to continue to cut. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to push because that is pushing through your knight's move. Very, very bad shape. And this is already somewhat bad shape. So the diagonal is the way to sort of manage it. Usually, instead of pushing through the knight's move, you want to do a diagonal or a knight's move yourself. Because you don't want to be forcing that. Yeah, I don't think I like any of this so far. I don't know if I like this Joseki thing here going on. Feels like now I don't want to push from behind and I want to pincer the top. But I have no idea where I would play. So I would probably just never play this. But if someone played it against me, I think I'd probably still be able to find all these moves. So I don't know if I need to study it yet, but I would probably just Tanuki. I gotta be honest. When they play this one, I probably just Tanuki. Or I jump once and I move over here right away, somewhere on the top right away. That's probably what I would do. All right, let's keep going here. Oh, they are just gonna go underneath. Yeah, that feels so sad though. I don't really want to do that. That feels sad. Doesn't mean it's bad. It just doesn't feel good. Black started with the corner. They're still getting the corner points, and they're getting some influence on the outside. But you do get a little bit more control over the top side of the board. Any pincers here. I really don't want to have to play another move as well. And I don't see a really good, comfortable move to play, except for maybe like diagonal out or knight's move out or whatever on one of these sides. But I don't know. Attach could be an interesting idea. Just the knight's move. Okay. I mean, after this has already started, I'm fine with finishing it because I am always of the opinion that you should just finish a local area first before moving on. And this basically finishes it up. We have a stronger position now. We can just move on to the rest of the game. I don't feel like anyone made any really big mistakes, though. Like, there doesn't seem like anything wrong with it. It just doesn't feel good. That's all it is. It just doesn't feel good. That we can see We can look at how the AI liked the moves here. We'll do the top moves here. Kick first was fine, of course. Diagonal is the right move. And yeah, I did want pincer, but this is also okay. Lay pincer here and attach. Look at that. Attach looks good. I like it. See, I'm definitely way better than this 9-dan professional. Look at that. Definitely better than this 9-dan professional. Yep. If you don't attach, though, there's more options for going to the top. So this is a normal move, too. All right. Yeah, then approach bottom right. Always going to be good now. I don't know if he's going to do it right away, but I think he should. I'm going to do one more exchange first. Do we need another move? Kind of feel like we could just press it down over here. Not worry too much. I guess we need to worry a little bit. All right. They're just being annoying. Okay. We'll worry a little bit more. All right. That's something I should have been thinking about, though. Like in my game, if this is a move that I feel like I need to respond to, you don't get the Kosumi. I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm going to think about that in a second here, but something I always forget to do is I should look for the way to get the Sente. Like he's playing this exchange to try to annoy me, so I should play a move that tries to get Sente so I can play the big move that I thought he should have played. Right? I should think about that a little bit more in my games. Yeah, Kosumi instead. Oh, maybe or like when you extend, not that one. When you extend here, it's now natural for white to play this move. So it's like the natural continuation. There's sort of a telling white to play it. So with this one, you want to leave it open. White doesn't have to play here now. So it could be that they wanted white to not play that move. I don't know if it's good, though. We can check. Yeah, then you get Sente. Yeah, I like it anyway. Yeah. See, it is bad. It is still bad. And yeah, don't worry about this one. Don't worry about don't worry about that one. Yeah, it does feel better just to extend up. Looks like white can Tanuki anyway. But this is like the natural move. So it might be like a greedy thing. Yeah, exactly. You're better than some silly 9p. What even are they, right? So I think it could be a greedy thing. Because without this, right, this is a bad move now. I didn't think of it would be a bad move, but yeah, it's not as good anymore. And then white can play away like they did in the game. But I said I think it's them being a little bit greedy is what it is. Because they want to keep this stone from being easily disconnected, I guess. They want to be able to push. But I don't like it either, yeah. Don't let you should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, so enclose. Now I feel good. Now I feel like white got an okay result. It looks like white's basically alive on the top, and black played a ton of moves, and they are not solidly points on the top left yet. So I'm fine with this variation now. The AI was wanting white to jump here, so I wonder if black will play something over here. I'm tempted to pincer, but I also think playing on the left side would be really big. But I am tempted to play on this side, even just attachment or something, if we want to do modern AI stuff, right? Yeah, just play there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, this is something I can't quite explain yet, but I did feel like this was more important. Yes, this jump, like AI was showing, does now build this area. And I'm sure there's cutting points and attachments and annoying stuff, right? Like, this area in general is going to be kind of annoying. I guess it's like a strength thing. If we play one more move, we're strong now. Maybe that's what it is in my head. Yeah, one more move and we're kind of strong in that area. So now I don't think I would jump down. I don't think I want to play this one either. I think I'd just rather leave this area. Could push out here to get a little bit extra strength now, or we could just play the enclosure here. Leave this, go over here. Yeah. Have a good night, man. Yeah, we'll see what happens. As long as nothing dies this time, we should be fine. Should have a good stream. All right, have a good night. Hmm. I guess this turn is not as Sente anymore because this cut. Now there's a stone here. This cut doesn't matter as much. So now, this is a little bit more deadly or dangerous on the top. So I am tempted to play one more move here. I don't know if it's Sente though. Maybe even just attachment, but I also like just enclosing now. Yeah, just enclose. See? 9 Dom professional. At the opening, I'm probably fine. I probably could keep up with a pro as long as I didn't make any stupid mistake. But the second that ends, I'm probably dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. I mean, my one game against the AI guy, the guy who beat me on OGS, I was doing really well for like the first 60 moves. So that's all I got to say. And it was AI, so we're basically professional. 60 moves is basically professional. Anyway, I don't actually remember how many moves it was. I just remember there was a lot of moves and it was okay. But who even knows if he was using it the entire time or not? You know, even though I said the right side doesn't seem that big, I kind of want to play again. But I don't think I need to. I don't think there's a reason to play again right now. This jump is somewhat big, but it's like if they did play the R8 move, jumping would be fine. Yeah, just going to the bottom side right now would be okay. Or following up on the top could be fine. But I think I just want the bottom side right now. Okay, they're gonna follow up. So I had a feeling like I wanted to, but I wasn't sure exactly why. Again, this is one of the ones I can't explain. Is a top move? It is, okay. Yeah, it's one of the ones I definitely can't really explain. We are threatening the corner a little bit. This stone being so close means that we can come into the corner here. Make a little bit of a mess. So this isn't really like a 3-space extension here. It's a threatening move for the corner, not a 3-space extension. It's important the way you think about your moves. It's also a 3-space extension, but it's more so the threat in the corner. So let's move over to the left side. Okay. Left side is the widest side. The corner's not too important right now. But yeah, I'm still not sure exactly why this is the biggest, but it does feel... I don't know if it's the biggest, but it does feel good to play on this side. Again, maybe a strength thing, like making something stronger. I gotta close that. KGS was yelling at me for not using it for so long. This feels a little bit far, though. Oh, but I guess if black does jump in while we're jumping up, we're actually going to be connecting to our weak group over here, and they're going to be weak enough that they won't be able to do a double attack that easily. Maybe that's the idea. So they can't really come in. I'd be happy playing the shoulder hit, though, as black. But bottom side would be okay now, too. Yeah, just split. Actually, I kind of like F3. If they play 2-space, we're going to be able to defend the corner or play on the right side very naturally. If they go into the corner first, we'll be able to attack this stone. So I kind of like F3. And then defend the corner. Yeah. Feels good. Oh, bonsoir. What's up with this game? This is just random weak professionals. You know, 9 Dom Pro is not too good. I've been calling every move right so far. So I'm basically... very strong. And yeah, we're just having a little bit of fun looking game. I'm a little tired, so I just want to do a more relaxing thing. Yeah, giving them a review. Yeah, yeah. You know that they're aspiring, strong players. They need some help. Oh man, it's hard to even say that with a straight face. Okay. Yeah, great. Yeah, just looking over the game. Why this one? It's just a random game. I'm trying to just look at random pro games in general. Um, if I find a random pro that I end up really liking the game of, then I'll write down their name and I can check out more of their games. But I'm looking at modern games, so games that are played within the last month or so, and that's really my goal right now. Just games that are played the last month or so, so I can see the new moves that are being played. We can see what's going on, how people are playing, because I think my knowledge of modern games is like 4 years ago. So I don't know if it's any different from 4 years ago or not. So the more of these I see, the better idea I'll have about modern play. And maybe I can learn some stuff too, but who knows? So far, I'm just the better player in this game, so it seems like it's okay. All right. Now that White's defended the corner, like I'm trying to also guess some of the moves too. Not just look over them, but also try to figure out what they would play next. I think that's important. And that's why it ends up taking me a decent amount of time to look over a pro game for stream stuff. But I only do like the first 100 or less, 100 or fewer moves instead of doing the whole game that way. At least on stream. Off stream, I might do the whole game that way if I ever look at a pro game. But it's not about being too strict about it. Just the general idea. If I'm ever wrong about what they played, like very very wrong. Like let's say I want to play one more move over here, and then they play on the left side. Well, why didn't they play over here? Is it not necessary anymore? So it's good to see where your thinking is different from a stronger player in general. You can do it with any rank game. So if you're a 5Q, you can look at one Dong games and do the same thing. It's usually better to go for whatever it is your goal is. So if you want to be one Don, you look at one Don games. If you want to be 5 Don, who cares about the one Dons? Go straight to 5 Don games. This does highlight a little bit of a weakness here, but I don't feel like it's that big of a deal right now. And I either want to play one move here, jumping up, because if they press me down, this is starting to grow quite large, or play like the shoulder hit area on the left side. That's what I really want. And now we'll see that this right side is actually important, okay? After I've said that, we'll see that this right side is important. Yeah, it's important. They jumped. I knew it. Yeah, so I even pointed out the jump. So why jump, though? I wasn't exactly sure. Oh, yeah, we can also see with AI were my other moves bad to consider. So yeah, playing the shoulder hit over here. This is a slow move. I know this one is a slow move, but playing the shoulder hit over here is not a bad move. And attaching. I wouldn't have thought of attachment because I would have thought, want to leave this open a little bit. Right, because we can go over here. Threaten to connect up underneath and threaten to take the corner. And I guess you can still do that after the attachment, but there's a possibility of losing some potential to live in the corner. So, but I guess it's still possible. Yeah, so my move is not wrong, but this move is also big. It is defending this invasion point for the most part. And it's solidifying some of the Aji here. Could White do anything? If we go back one, White wants to invade right away. Doing this is fine. But it doesn't say anything over here. It's not showing any move over here. Okay. So just turning it into a fight if we're able to do this. That's all. So if we want to avoid fighting, then playing a move on this side is probably better. If we want to avoid fighting. Okay, that could be like a style difference there. And that's something I should probably think about. I like to avoid fighting. I think I would like this move. But now I want to press this down. 100% I want to press this group down. I want this move right away. And that's what they played. Yeah, I want this move right away. That's why I want to play over here. Let's just add this sort of variation here. And we'll turn. So now if white presses this down, you see that we're not building anymore. We're just pressing it down. So that's why I want this shoulder hit. That's what I'm thinking of. One step ahead of this idea. This would be like the faster way of playing. Right, because I can also block it from doing the other way as well. We can jump here. This would also sort of block that from happening. Because now we have a way to move out into the center. But this isn't affecting territory too much. Whereas the other way would be affecting territory more. Now we're flattening this area and maybe even growing some potential points in the center here, depending on how this fight turns out. So the jump here is just a pure territory defensive type move. So yeah, 100% doing this. I think we have, no, I've seen people not block here. So let's see if there's a new variation that people play. I think this is the most common move. He is just going to block. Okay, good. Jump, not that one. I meant jump. Oh, not going to jump, just going to extend. Oh, not doing anything right now. I was expecting them to follow up right away. What are they going to do instead? Like jumping over here would be really big. But just one exchange? Well, we'll have to see what they play because I'm not exactly sure. Ah, okay, they're checking out the corner first. So I guess what they were thinking is there's a possibility the black will play something like this one. And if black plays this one, we're going to get a different result here. So we want to see what black's going to commit to first. If they do this one, then this is just going to be like a fairly standard variation. We don't need to worry about it. Then we can build. So we got the answer of how black was going to actually respond. And now they want to try to test the corner and see if they can get any strength here. Is this actually the right move? Just following up is fine. But attach is the right move, yeah. And this is right as well. But it does still want the attachment there. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about... Well, I can't say I don't know anything about it. I don't know enough about this sort of corner enclosure. So I don't really know the variations involved here. So this will be fun to see how they play it. As you saw, the AI was suggesting the honey on the outside. If you honey on the inside, that becomes really easy. Even if white just does this, right? We're threatening to honey again to destroy the territory here. So if we defend here like this, we've already gotten some strength on the outside as white. Do we need another move? Maybe. But you can see this feels very passive. White stone's on the outside, black stone on the inside, and we did reduce it a little bit. So outside Hane is almost always the one that you play. And he didn't play it at all. So I'm guessing he may be extending to reduce or allow them to come in so you can destroy the outside would be fine too. So what did they play? Do they just not respond at all? That'd be funny. I feel like you should still respond. I wouldn't want to play the 3-3. I think I would want to extend this way if I'm going to extend. And yeah, still not that one as well. So what did they play? Did they go to the 3-3? Wow. As I said, this already feels like a good exchange for white. But this is preventing forcing moves from happening. But again, this feels already like a good exchange for white. I'm pretty happy. Oh, from what I've heard, and this is why I want to look at random games again. From what I've heard, it's actually back in fashion to play the small knight enclosure. So they don't all just play the large knight or the 2-space or anything like that. It seems like that is popular to do again. I saw it in some random videos, but I don't know how old those games were. I think they were newer games, like big tournament games, and they were playing a normal enclosure. So I I think it is fine. You just have to be careful with it, right? You have to know how to handle the situation, because AI does think it's slightly inefficient, but I think against humans it doesn't really matter. And I think that's what people are realizing, is that it's not like 10 points inefficient. It's like 0.01% inefficient, barely any. But you just have to basically ignore most of the new moves around it and pretend like it's just a really strong position. So you just don't need to play again there. Wow, yeah. So they are actually just going to do this. I feel like this is just a good result for white here. This is just a good result, I think. I feel like maybe it's probably not bad. It's probably not going to like a losing mistake or anything, but I feel like it's just a good result. So Hane is right, or extend. Hane or extend. See, it's not that different, but it feels very, very passive. See, it even here, it wants to continue to move on somewhere over here instead of turning. Yeah, I would expect them to come back now, but who knows? Because it's kind of like, for me, we decided to jump here, and so black played another move in the corner, and then we got to finish our formation. So it feels a little sad, right? When we put it this way, it feels a little sad. It's not exactly this, but that's what it feels like to me when I see it. Yeah, that's what it that's what it feels like. But oh well. Lower left 3-3 still open at the moment. Yeah, it is. It is still technically open. It should be a ko in the lower left. But then the other thing that it can be is it's like if they come in here directly, it's supposed to just be this ko for now. Either direction that you block, you're supposed to just play this ko. There might be other things you could do depending on the outside. That's something you have to study, but the standard variation should just be that ko. But black can also play a move like this one. And if white takes the corner, we're connecting underneath to the other side here. And even if white takes the corner with the bump, we're still connecting to the other side. Because if we block, there's a push and cut that we have to worry about. So when black pulls back here, white has to defend, and then black's going to be able to live in the corner again. Or if they take the corner, of course, we're just connecting up. Yeah, it's a nice little formation. I think this is the better move to consider, this type of move, when you have a stone at h3 here. If you can connect like that, then this is the better move to try. Or the simpler move to try, I should say. Not the better move, the easier move to try. Oh, not that one now. It's white. It's not white's turn. Now it's white's turn. There we go. I see so many people just crawl at this point on Fox, but I still think wedge is probably the better move. Oh, but they're gonna okay. So we're gonna actually see something in the corner. This one is a little bit more of a complicated move, and I don't know very much about it, which is why I have not tried it yet. But maybe we'll see how they're going to use it in this game. I feel like you definitely do just want to. I think the variation I know is this block, and then we only have to worry if this cut matters. So if they can do this and attack these two stones, then we have to worry about it. But if they can't do that, I think the corner is just dead. So I think that's like the normal thing. But here, that would be good, using that cutting points to potentially get something in the fight. So maybe we'd back off or just play the Hane in the corner. Yeah, Hane in the corner instead. And this is where I have no clue how to get a good result here as black. I know there's stuff going on. I just don't know how to do it. And I've never tried. That's why I don't know how. Like, do I just leave this now? So let's look at the simplest move, right? This is how I actually read it out in my head. I'll look at the simplest move first, right? How does AI like C4? Oh yeah, we can look at that. Yeah, see. Oh, AI really likes it. It's the blue move. We can let it think a little bit more. And it changes the blue move, but it still likes it. I know it's back. It's back to the blue. Yeah. So I know it's like a testing and probing move. So I'm interested to see how it's going to work out. But the way I read it out would be like a simple moves first, right? If I do this one and this one, can I get a good result? If they extend, we hane and push. It looks like we can potentially live on the side here. Potentially live. These 9Qs nowadays, right? I know. So that's one potential way it could be used. Another way is going down here. Do we need to respond to this move? I don't think we do. I think that this is just a dead group here. Not dead, actually, if they do it this way. So we need to just extend. And then hane. So it'll depend a little bit on cutting points. But it looks like we're kind of connected to a lot of stuff, so we should be fine. So it looks a little bit dangerous to go down, but there is Aji there. There is Aji there. And then we have to look at the cutting point here. If we do this crosscut and the Atari here, we are able to break through like this. Same on the other side, right? We are able to break through like this. So maybe this is good enough. This is breaking the position. It's getting rid of some of the points in the corner, making it into a fight. So I think this would be good enough. So let's see how they actually use it in the game. Hitanukis. Okay. So this is interesting. Not playing another move on the bottom, just reducing now. This is something I wanted, right? I already wanted that move. But not playing another move and just reducing instead. Is that okay? I want to play one more move. But if I do, I feel like I should probably play another move. So maybe if we're planning on just settling this and not worrying about it, playing over here would be fine. Yeah, it just wants to do something on this side. Okay. I'm not sure I want to push up this time. Well, maybe I do still. Maybe we do still push up. I think something I've learned with more modern games is that you almost always push up instead of pushing to the side. Like you almost never do this one anymore. I think this one's pretty rare now. Like you almost always push up and then we would slide or jump. And of course, that's only if black extends. And if they do this one, I see quite a few people just do this one right away. Or we just go to the side anyway, still slide, or of course we can still jump. But yeah, I don't believe we ever see the side move as much anymore. But we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see after I get more games in here. Let's see what white does here. Just jump, small jump. Okay, instead of knight's move, we're doing the small jump. It's the same idea, I think. Same idea. There's more cutting points, but this stone is also not full of too many liberties. We don't want to push from behind. This is pushing from behind here. So instead of being behind, we want to jump ahead. Right. This would be fine. Black doesn't need to play another move over here. They could return now, or they could try to use the corner now. Let's see. They're going to need to go back and play big move. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to cough because of that. I haven't been coughing much at all, but after talking for a while. A little bit of tickling in the back of your throat after a long time. Small amount of cough. We're good to go. All right. Just play big move now. Wait, are we attacking this now? Are we able to attack this now? I don't know if this changed it too much. So is it a good attack? Maybe. Does white want to play another move? I'm tempted to play another move, but I'm a very passive person. So is that good right now? Is that right? Okay, it's not right. Okay, good. I was feeling like it just wasn't quite right. Let's have it load a little bit more. Maybe it'll like it in a second, or it's going to go worse. We'll find out. Yeah, white wants black to use the Aji in the corner right away. That's what the blue move is. So it's not a bad move. This is not a bad move because it just wants this move more. That's something you have to consider with the colors here. Doesn't mean it's necessarily bad, just the wrong timing, you could say instead. So it does feel a little bit awkward here. But if white responds, then it's a good exchange. So does white need to respond? I feel like white could live if they wanted to. And they can still escape towards the center, so they don't have to. I would still be tempted to play again, but they don't have to, I think. Yeah, they're going to move on. Okay. Peep here, try to take advantage of the right side. Sure, why not? I probably just connect and then shoulder hit would be, oh, just block right away. Yeah, this is a technique that I still don't really use very often because it just feels like such bad shape when you do this. But I see this quite often, not just with here, also with shoulder hit. Like, I mean, it wouldn't be the same over here, but like this shoulder hit, instead of going up, you're blocking. I've seen this quite a few times. Because technically, this group's not alive, right? So when you block here, this is making a weak group for your opponent. Now, in this case, white's probably too strong on the other side. It still might be possible, but white might be too strong. So this might end up being a bad idea, but I see this quite often to sort of force weakness in a situation. And I think it's the same idea here. I think it's the same idea. We're trying to sort of force this into something. But I feel like black could just jump and be pretty happy to just jump. But maybe it's about attacking this group here. We're going to jump, 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 and then we play one more move here to attack this group. Let's see. Why not? Attach first. Okay, asking if they can get some extra strength. Q9 stones still light. Q9. These two white stones. Yeah, they're since they're losing liberties here, it's not a very strong group yet. The point of it was just the separation aspect. So we probably don't need to save them right away, as long as we can get some extra strength from it. So I would say for now, they're probably still light, yeah. Yeah, because I said the point is the separation and not the strength of your stones. So whatever we can get from the separation is what we want. Because like black could also just turn here. Maybe just give this up, right? Maybe that's too much to give up. But if they do that, then we're definitely probably going to save the stones. But if they try to jump here, maybe we don't push and save. Maybe we try to do something else where we're allowing them to cut through technically. Press the down button on accident. So, yeah, still not dropping frames. I'm just double checking every so often because of yesterday. All right. If we capture the stone, they can push through and break our corner. So now their stones are much more interesting to have. So we usually would back off or push over the top. But back off. Just keeping our corner. Because if we play another move here, if they play again, then we can go over the top, and that feels good. So they probably want to either bump or jump or do something else here. I don't think they'll just back off. Yeah, bump first. Okay, good. I want to make sure I'm not too far off. Connect. And then now we can jump out more comfortably, but maybe we can also play like this knight's move to really attack. Yeah, knight's move to really attack this group. So this is where the lightness would come in. If we play the knight's move now, maybe there's a way to take advantage of these cutting points here. And we're not worried about these 2 stones right now. We're worried about taking advantage of this in some way. Even right here, some sort of cutting point or going through the top here. Some sort of thing to separate here, right? There we go. Go back to where I was at, wherever I was. So bump and knight's move. Now it's much harder to do those things. So that was a nice way to borrow strength from the corner. And now those stones look like they're in a lot of trouble. I still like the knight's move idea. Still like that. But now you have to also know that these stones have the possibility to make more eyes this way. If we go back one here, this is an eye on the side right away. So black basically has one eye already, or like half an eye here, you could say. So even if white's able to escape, black could still play this way and potentially just survive pretty quickly. So what does white want to do? I said I like the knight's move. If we really want to fight, we could attach here and try to come out, but that feels a little forceful in a bad way. But we're gonna do it. It feels forceful in a bad way, but sometimes it's what you have to do. Let's see. Knight's move is still good. Both of them are fine. So what they're really wanting is they're really wanting a fight here. So is white behind, or are they doing okay? This is something we need to figure out. Let's go back before this. How is white doing in this game? There's a lot of unsettled stuff in white's formations, so we can't really say how many points they have very easily. And this is where we can look at the AI score to see what's going on, but black has very solid points, you could say. Very, very solid. So like 30-ish points on the right side. It's like maybe 50 points in total, like 50 points of solid territory in total. And I'm not sure what I guess I would say it's probably still pretty even. I don't know if you need to do this fight. So let's see what the move stats are, not the score graph, the move stats. Okay, I click on the correct thing here. White's at 72.7. Okay. Yeah, it does feel like white is ahead in that regard, but I feel like it's still an even enough game. So 2.3. 2.3 is even enough. So it's expecting white to win, but it's a 2.3 game. Okay. I agree, because it's hard for me to count any of this for sure as territory. There's a bunch of stuff that can happen. So it's really hard to judge white's position. But it didn't look like they were that much further behind. So now I want to know, is that actually a top move here, this variation, to peep and try to fight? It wants to just go back here, which is what I want. I want to deal with this group right away. But peep is fine. Of course, yeah, it should block. Oh, yeah, but going down is too much here. Okay. It is too much. They are forcing a fight, so maybe they don't feel comfortable in the game yet. Because it is still close. Just because the AI says they feel good about the game as white doesn't mean that the human player feels good about the game as white yet. Because they are forcing this fight. And then the attach was fine. Capture is okay to do. But back off is better. Extend up. And yeah, this was just demonstration. You don't need this one. Then this move here, yeah. Okay. And they're turning it into a big fight now. Well, let's just see how the fight goes. This will probably be the last section of the game that we look at in detail. And then we'll just scroll through the game and see how it looks with the AI. So attach here, sort of forcing the idea that we're going to be coming out or we're going to be cutting here. So if we back off, there's a cut here. Maybe we still do the knight's move. No, Hane first. Hane first. Okay. Hane diagonal. This is threatening the cutting point. So they can fix the cutting point this way. And then cut here. This seems way overcomplicated, right? This seems way too much. To me, this feels a little bit desperate, I have to be honest. But maybe there's something they're reading that feels good here, because something we're going to have here is now we can push up here, because if we're able to Hane, they cut us, then we can Atari here. We have the cutting point here. We have all this stuff, right? So we cut first. We're trying to force a certain way of breaking out to the center, especially after this. So now we can definitely push out, or knight's move would be the same idea as pushing out here, right? Because when they push here and cut, it's the same idea as just pushing out directly. Knight's move is generally the one you want to play. It's like the more proper shape. So they were trying to force a way to come out, but I feel like I guess that's fine. I guess all these exchanges are fine then. I'm interested to see if these are good exchanges. Yeah, Hane is important. Tiger's Mouth, and then the knight's move or cut right now is fine. This back off was bad. But yeah, knight's move now. Okay. This is the type of thing I'm really bad at in my games. I'm really bad at finding these types of variations. I can see the merit of the variation. I can understand how it works now that I've looked at it, right? Black has to sort of respond to all these moves, right? If black doesn't, white's able to live very easily, even if black's able to connect. And then black's also losing all their territory because of it. So these are all sort of forcing moves. And if black does Atari this way, maybe there's a possibility of being able to cut through here. So you have to also be careful as black this way, which is why you do have to defend here. And then we can come out. I wanted to do this from the very beginning, though. I want to just do it now before we make any other exchanges. But I'm not. I said it's because I'm not very good at making those types of exchanges. So, but I guess this gives black a couple different options of how they could play here. They could decide not to save these stones. They could decide to do quite a few different things. Whereas this variation completely forces the topic of we have to now fight here for sure. Right? This sort of forces that. We're now fighting 100%. And black's not as alive anymore because of these extra moves that white got. And white even has potential to make one eye depending on how the game goes. So I think in the end, I somewhat like this for white. It's going to be very complicated, but I think I do like the idea of making this a weak group so that you can attack this bottom group. That's what it feels like the goal is. But we also have our own weak group, which is what I don't like about it. Standing up, this is nice proper shape. Normally we'd do like a bamboo joint type thing here, but maybe we'd block here instead to prevent black from doing anything. No, still do bamboo. Like the only thing I was worried about here is like if black plays this one, they get an eye, and it's kind of sente. So we have to like play again. And that's the only thing I don't like. Of course, the better way to do it is to play this way first, and then connect. So that way you don't have an empty triangle. So I don't want that. That's why I kind of want this move instead. But this move's better for running out to the center. This move's better for making sure black's not alive. Both of them are fine, it looks like. This one's plus 8, plus 0.8. So of course I'm better than the pro, but the pro played the blue move, so I'm just better than the bot. So it's all good. This one, yeah, this one feels like the natural move for me. Like I want this one, but this one, as I said, is a little bit safe, a bit more safe move. Also threatening these stones a little bit more. And jumping out, it just feels like you have to jump out. That's why I didn't say anything. So now I just wonder, how are we going to really use this? Now we can do the Hane on the other side here. Try to attack these 4 stones a little bit. Force them to live. And then we get, that should be enough extra strength for us to now separate on the bottom. Maybe that's the idea here. Hane, Atari first, yep. Cut. Yeah, there's a lot of Aji. And Atari again here. Now this spot here is an Atari on the group, which is nice. And now we should have enough extra strength here. We could play one removed if we want to be very safe. But if the goal was to separate, I would potentially consider the separation now. They're going to play one more move to just be safe. Okay. Now I feel like black can just connect up pretty comfortably. White does get a lot of influence and strength here, so I'm fine with this too. I'm not going to just connect, but going to fight back a little bit more. I still feel like there's a little bit of disconnection here. I'm pretty comfortable with this group now, especially after getting this double tiger's mouth shape. This is a really strong shape. Even though there's peeps and stuff, it's still a good, strong shape. This is the vital point for the shape, though. If white was able to play there, they'd be pretty much alive. Jump out one more time. I don't really want to. Maybe surrounding jump instead is fine, like a knight's move or a diagonal. Force them to connect up. That's the other thing to consider, right? If we force them to connect up, they're not making any points, and we're getting outside influence. But separate would also be fine. But I feel like we have a potential weak group on the top, and this is a potential weak group, and they're kind of close to each other, but not in a way that's very connected. And I think most of black's groups are strong. Yeah, going back to the bottom now. It did feel bad to play another move here, so we do want to do something on this side. And black's going to attack right away. I like that. I like that move. Tengen? Nice. So white just won the game. F2 stone status. The bottom stones just in general. F11, okay. For now, I feel like they're not too important of stones. Any major breakthroughs while I was gone? Oh yeah, we have now found out that I am better than the bot and the humans. So it's a pretty major breakthrough. Yeah, so these stones, yeah, the status of these stones, yeah, it's I still probably wouldn't be worried about them. They're still kind of a light exchange. I would just treat them, yeah, very, very, very lightly for now. And then we don't want white to just easily surround them. But I feel like there's plenty of space on the board, even up to here. There's plenty of space here that these stones we don't really have to worry about them yet. And white's weak enough that it's going to be hard for them to attack, yeah. That must make you a cyborg. Something like that, yeah. Yeah, of course, duh. All right. That is something you do have to consider, though. So it is good to keep an eye on them. But I'm probably not too worried for now. I do think it's interesting that they are going straight for the attack, though. This is good. It's fighting spirit for sure. And if this result ended up being pretty good for white, then white should just be ahead. Because when we checked, white was already ahead by a couple points, like 2 points. And a 70% chance to win. And so I feel like the end result here was probably slightly good for white. So it should be slightly higher percent chance to win or just slightly higher point value. So trying to attack this would make sense, even if you're giving up something on the bottom. Good fighting spirit, I guess. There we go. I don't know the next fighting move, though. I feel like I just want to turn here and save everything now. Atari in turn. But that feels passive and bad, too. So maybe just another knight's move. Yeah, Atari, are we going to turn? Okay, no, we're not turning yet. Not yet, not yet. One exchange first. This is technically threatening when it pushes through here to have these stones be attacked. So blocking would make sense, but they're going to block the other way. Yes, yes, I like this. Keeping the eye on the middle group here. Block the other way. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. I would have just... Yeah, this is something I need to learn. Something I need to learn. I would have just done this basically automatically. And that's bad. I shouldn't do that automatically. There's already Aji in the corner. And if we block here now, when they turn, they're connected up and they got a little bit of ice space from it. They don't have to play just the turn. That may not be the best move, but that's the idea. They're connecting up their group now. And they got some ice space. So I think this is a good result for black. I think it's still fine though. But this push here is really annoying. I'd be very annoyed now as black. I think we probably still want to just separate. And yes, there is Aji. Is Aji to attack this group? All right, if we play away, this Hane is attacking. So we do have to be careful. So I don't know if we want to play this bump right now. This is threatening the Hane and Atari. Or if we want to just jump. Jump would be the way to attack the group more severely, but it also leaves the cutting point behind. I think we don't need to worry too much on the cutting point though. But the solid part of my brain wants to just play that. Yeah, so just going to separate. Okay. So I think it's interesting that we're going to use the fact that there's a stone here to not worry about the points on this side. I like it. Oh, cutting point. Yeah, there are cutting points here. You got to be really careful. Now we can block at any time. Right now, this cut doesn't work. Right, because now we're threatening to capture. So the Hane was good to get this cut to make it Sente for them to connect on this side. That was nice. That was good. And now we're just cutting across and attacking. Is this going to die, guys? Is this dying? Oh, no. Oh, Ko? It wants a Ko? Kind of look like it is dying. So I want to check the stats one more time because I'm not going to worry too much about the Ko fight. That's going to be a lot of details. I think this is good enough stopping point. We're going to look through the game, but my feeling is that white's definitely just ahead here. 99% chance to win, yeah. 99% chance to win. Yeah. All shapes die at the end of the game. Yep. Seems like a good game. Seems like a good game. So let's just look at the graph here. Ooh, it went down pretty early on and they got ahead. They got really far ahead. They lost something later, but they're still pretty far ahead. So it doesn't matter. Dang. This did seem... The start of this fight seemed bad for white, but they ended up with a really good result. So I'm interested to see how that could have changed. But let's go back to the beginning. We're going to see this with AI moves on. When was the turning point in the fight? I think the turning point in the fight, because white wasn't that far ahead, right? They were not that far ahead. So that's what we should check out right here. This spot here. Yeah, right over here. So this right now, it's a 60% chance. That's not that big of a deal. They do the knight's move here. White does this attachment, which is bad, but black didn't block. This is a big mistake. Minus almost 2 points is a big mistake. That's already leaning towards them having a bad position. But black should have actually just blocked here and let them out. Because we're not losing any points this way. And our group's stronger this way. White's the one who's a little bit more in trouble now. Empty triangle for the win, guys. Empty triangle for the win. Now it's a 50-50 game. Wow. Empty triangle wins again. And then the next one is probably... Oh, the push right now. There is a cutting point. But it's better to not worry about the cutting point. So let's see what happens if we play again. Is there anything we can do here? Doesn't look like it. It's not an empty triangle when it's filled with victory. You know what? That's a great line. That is a good line. Okay. That's a good one. Okay, so I was right in the fact that after white was able to break out, this was a really good result for white. I couldn't find the move, though. I was thinking that we probably should just stay connected. And I couldn't necessarily find the move. But black played another mistake here with just backing off instead of playing the Atari first. Then when white comes out here, we do play the good move now. They block. We have to jump at some point here. When they Hane, Atari. I want to see if there's anything else on this one. Hane, cut. Atari, Atari. Yeah, this is just a really nice result for black. Just a really comfortable result for black. I mean, for white. I got distracted. I said the wrong name. Yeah, dang. Let's go a little bit earlier. See how that looked as well. First couple moves here. Normal. We did check most of this. This is so interesting. I probably won't ever play it, but it's very interesting. No real mistakes at all, though. Early on. This turn is big. I did point out this a few times. I wasn't sure when to exchange it, if we're going to exchange it at all. But bump. And then the first real mistake is this back off here, allowing white to be the first one to play somewhere else. And so that's when black gets a little bit behind. But as you saw, the fight is what mattered the most, not just these little tiny opening points. So I just want to see what the most common moves are. Like, yeah, so it wants to play on this side instead of this side. Interesting, but I like this one more. All the way over is fine. Okay, KGS is yelling at me again. Shut up, KGS. Side's good. I'm just seeing what, just looking through and seeing how the game is going. It seems like it was important to do something on the top eventually, like early on. It keeps wanting to come back to the top, but that's the only thing that's sort of something the AI is sort of bugging them about. Go to the top, go to the top, go to the top. But it seems like they're doing okay overall. Like they're both playing really nice moves, not really any many mistakes, just a couple small moves here and there that give white a slight advantage. And I was right about them. I'm glad about that. We discussed it in the game as well, but this does seem just like too much. It does seem like an overplay. And it is an overplay. At this point, it's an overplay, as long as you block correctly. All right. The victory triangle. Not the power triangle, the victory triangle. There's no guarantee that the game is over. Of course, it's now 50% instead of 70% for white. So it's a better result. But yeah, after white's able to break out so cleanly here, it's a little bit bad. And this is the benefit, I think, of this move here. If we played the one that I wanted to play, which is more geared towards attacking this group, he wouldn't have gotten as much strength. So I do actually like this one more, even though the other one is the stronger move to try to kill. So we Hane, and you can see that they just get so much strength from the sacrifice here. And yeah, just connecting is fine. Oh, it does want to just do this one. I thought of separation in general, but it does just want to separate completely like that. That's it. That's funny. This is more of a territorial separation. I like this one more. But black can just get rid of it and make an eye shape on this side. That's why. Okay, but it's still 8 points for white, though. So who cares if they get rid of it? This feels good. Yep. But as I said, whoever gets Tengen naturally, they win the game. And white just got Tengen naturally. It's even the blue move. So they made a big mistake here. And they played from the wrong side here. They definitely need to be moving towards their group in the center. The push right away was not as good, but you should cut first, it looks like. Either taking these points or just separating better right here. The push is still good. Extend was bad, though. Save your group, I guess, is what it wants. That's interesting. Yeah, all these moves are bad because he's not saving his group. And that's really bad. Wow. Because he needs to save his group. That's funny. So I think the group is probably just dead now. And he can't play from the other side. He has to play from this side. Give up these stones potentially or some sort of fight here. Yeah, a lot of bad moves here. That's funny. Now just kill. And it's a little Ko. So I'm not going to worry too much about the Ko moves here. Yeah, it's a nice Atari. Yep, nice Atari again. I want to see when it ends, though. I want to see actually playing Tengen was white's plan since move 5. You know what? That might have been true. Might have been true. You know, maybe that's why they invaded on that side. They knew that if they invaded there on the right side, they'd be able to get Tengen. That's a very smart play. This person playing white, they know what they're doing. They could be better, but they know what they're doing. Just separate. That's a good enough Ko threat. That's interesting. Oh, because you can still capture stones on the outside. Because now these two stones are looking a little bit sad because white is so much stronger in the center. Just defending. Wow. White is just happy with the game. And they should be. They're 10 points ahead. They're just happy with this game. Yeah. Black lives, basically. White just captures. This is like a real big move. Then black still has to go back and live again. And then white is able to still take the center. Oh, I feel so bad for black here. I honestly feel so bad for black here. Got destroyed in this game. Oh, it's something we need to look at. When we look at performance report. They're both at 84. That's not too bad. They're both at 84. Not bad, not bad. Only one person made a 12-point mistake or higher. And that was probably just not killing. That's probably what it was. Not deciding to kill. Not bad, though. 84. Wow. White played 10 more green moves. 10 more basically blue moves than black did. And that's 10 points right here. That's funny. All right. I think, yeah, I agree with the turn here, of course, because AI said so. But I agree with turn here because the center is kind of big right now. So turning here would make a lot of sense. Go is just crazy. It is. It is just crazy. So this feels a little bit like a small. It's a big end game, but it feels a little bit like a small end game right now because I think the center is big enough that we want to play it first, or potentially big enough, right? Yeah, because even throwing in right now. Oh, going for the coast some more. Oh, okay. White is not done with black. White wants to kill him still. This is good. I like it. I like it. I feel like this is a bad exchange for black. Oh, this is a really bad exchange for black, I think. Yeah. White ends up getting that move on the outside naturally. I think this was a bad co-threat. Oh, extending first. See, this is something I would have potentially not done. But extending first makes sense. Now we can get the squeeze really nicely. Yeah. Very good squeeze sequence. I like this a lot. This was really nice to see. Very nice squeeze sequence. We have just enough liberties that they can't do anything about it. Right? If they do this one, they can't cut. Just enough liberties. They can go underneath, but that's not good enough. We're safe. Dang. So really nice squeeze. And then we can separate there, or we can go play somewhere else, some other big move. Play the Ko again. Separating because that's not alive yet. Still not alive. Still not good. This is just a dead group now, technically. This is technically a dead group. Do you see what he did there? I like that. He just made it dead. Oh man. Yeah, we're just skimming through these ones. This is just fun. Seeing what happened. I like that though. That's hilarious. I like that he just sort of made a bulky 5 on the bottom. He's like, here you go. Good luck. Oh, did he cut? No, he didn't. No, it just says red. Okay. I was like, whoa, did he cut there? Peep. Attach. Yeah, black is like really desperate here, but they're trying. They're fighting back. Yeah, they're trying all sorts of things. There are shortage of liberties potential in this area, but black also doesn't have that many liberties, so it seems a difficult to really use it. But it is there technically. It is there technically. Oh, this Atari. This is the big mistake that they made. This Atari. The big mistake that white made this game. And it was capturing stones. See, capturing stones is bad. That's because black can potentially capture something on the right side, or at least have a chance to capture the right side now. Still difficult, but yeah, white had to give up the right side because they captured a stone. Very newbie play, but it's fine. Yeah, I think if they connect here, there's so many cutting points. I understand, but if they cut right, we just do the Atari. It's all dead, so they can't cut yet. They have to play the move over here somewhere, and then we can fix. And they're not alive here on this side yet. So that was just they just probably were fine with the game. They were just happy. They're like, we're winning. Who cares? That's my feeling when I'm looking at this. I'm winning. Who cares? And yeah, we just play some end gamey stuff. And he played some moves that didn't matter. It's probably about it though. All just sort of end gamey now. Still fighting a little bit, but white's just very, very far ahead. Yeah, they're doing a good job of just playing the end game instead of getting caught up in what black's doing. That is big though, yeah. Yeah, it was fun. They played all the way out. It looks like they played all the way out, so I'm just going all the way to see. Now, have a good day, Harry. I was just see how far they go until if someone resigns or not. But it looks like they're playing most of it. There's only a couple moves left, it looks like. Okay, so they do resign now. This is a league game, by the way. So this isn't like a top tournament or anything. I don't believe there's like a huge prize pool. It's more so like whoever wins is the top player of the league, right? Or they get promoted to the next rank, the next tier of the league. This is the A League though, so these are the strongest players. I think there's nothing above the A League. Just want to practice the end game, perhaps. Yeah, as I said, it's a league game, so he could have just wanted to keep playing for that reason as well, and not just be about trying to win necessarily, but just seeing what they could seeing what they could get from the game. Of course, in a pro game, in a not pro in a tournament game, they'd probably still play a decent amount. But when they're so far behind, they might have given up too. I don't know how they would do that. I think I hear some people say never resign until the game's over, until like until basically counting. So who knows? But I think this gave them a little bit of hope, right? So they were fighting, and then black surrounded this side because white made a mistake. And this is a lot of points. This is a ton of points. So I also don't know how quick the games are. So if this was like 30-second Byoyomi at this point, resign instead of passing, exactly. So yeah, if this was like 30-second Byoyomi, then black could have thought that he got back into the game at this point, and he wanted to count it and see. So play moves and see if they are ahead or if it's close enough to continue playing, that sort of thing. They could have been trying that too. I actually don't know if they get money for playing their own league games. I'm kind of interested to know because they're not tournaments. I know they get money for tournaments if you win, of course, or how many games you win. It depends on the type of tournament. But I wonder if they do get money for their league games, or if it's purely for practice. I'd have to ask someone about that. Something good to know. But I don't know. Yeah. Interesting. This was another fun game. Another full fighting game. I think white could have probably just won. Let's see if I can shift. I can. Nice. I think white probably could have just won without this, but it would have been a difficult end game type of game. Get gift certificates for books, maybe. I'm sure they have their own little library and stuff. They can just go and read the books whenever they need them. But because this is an association of some sort, right? Go association that they're the Korean Book Association probably, or not Korean, Chinese Book Association, Chinese Go Association type of thing. Wei Chi something, whatever they want to call it. I forgot the other two were Korean games. This one was the Chinese one. So far, I looked at 2 random Korean games, and they were fun to look at. But the 2 random Chinese games, I really enjoyed those. So maybe I'll like more of the Chinese league games versus the Korean ones. Well, maybe we'll have to do some Japanese games next. We'll have to look at what they have. Let me see. Maybe we can look see what's most recently happened here. If we go to so I'm just using this website here. Let me move it over. Using this website here, Go for Go. And these are some recent things. But I just go by browse by date. Because I just want games that are within the last month. There's no games uploaded yet for 2025. But for 2024, you see you get a small preview window, but that's about it. And it tells you when it was played. So this was a couple days ago. I looked at these 2 and I thought these were fine. But maybe I need to look at different players in the Korean League. And then it's this one here. The check marks are the ones I downloaded. The check marks here. So I just scrolled down. I saw where you did Korean League stuff. So I went and found one that wasn't Korean. And this was Chinese. And I think the other one was I scrolled a little bit further down. Yeah, down here. I just scrolled down and clicked on a random one. Let's see if they have any Japanese games recently. just so we can see what's available. Now here's one Japanese game. It's a Kisei tournament. But I don't know if they I wonder if I don't know if I hear anyone talk about a Japanese league, so I don't know if those are uploaded or not. Maybe just tournaments? Yeah, Shinjin O and the Meijin. This is a league technically. But yeah. Okay. Maybe that's the same sort of thing for Japan. Not leagues, but the Meijin tournaments and Oza and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll grab some of those. I just want them to be from December, so they're new. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a Japanese game. Yeah, looks like it'd be fun. Yeah, go for Go. Yeah, I if you have an account, it seems to be fine. And I think someone was able to make an account really easily. I remember a long time ago, it was difficult to make an account. I don't know why, but it was difficult to make an account a while ago. But my friend just made one the other day, and it was easy. So you should be able to just come on here and do this. And I think if you click on a game, you can. I think you can play through it on the website if you wanted to. So you could do like a quick look over the game if it's something you're looking for. And that's actually what the preview is for. So like if you're looking for a specific type of formation, for opening formation, you can look and see. It's like, oh, this looks like a game I would play, and then you can click on it and, review that game. Look at that! Look at that shape there. That's amazing. What is this one? Oh, Zhao Chen Yu. Yeah, I like Zhao Chen Yu. I just want to see this shape right here. This is so weird. Look at that. It looks like they got squeezed here. They had to connect because there was a cutting stone. And yeah, that's interesting. That's funny. Yeah. So far, I'm liking the Chinese games more. Oh, there is another website. It's like Kifu Depot, I think. Let me Google it. Kifu Depot. Yeah, this one I know is another one to get stuff, but this is it's in a different language, so I have a harder time with. And I don't see anything that goes to English to make so I know who the players are or even where it's from. And that's the problem I have with it, is I just don't know where the games are from. Even though I think these are the most modern. Like here's one from just like today, a game from today, right? Look, it might be Chinese game from today. I have to open it to find out. See if I can recognize. Oh no, this is it's just the whoever makes the website is probably Chinese or Japanese sort of thing. This looks like a Korean name. Yeah, Kaiho Cup Professional, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just the way they're translating it here. I don't know. But Kifu Depot, I know, is the other one. And then what is it? What's the last one? It's like go for everyone, go to everyone, go for two. Let's go to everyone. I don't remember. We got go meet. Gome here. A new game clock's coming, available to chapters. New game clocks from Pol Gote. Oh, these are the ones that look like the ones that Baduk Club were making. But this is polgote.com. So maybe they teamed up together. This looks very similar to the Baduk Club ones. I want to get a clock just so I have one. So I might have to buy it one of these days. It was like $10 to $20 for a clock. I think this had stuff on here too for go to everyone. Go to everyone. Yeah. Go to everyone. This was like one of the most up-to-date stuff, but I tried downloading a couple games and sometimes it wouldn't download properly. And that was annoying. Because I want to be able to download it properly, right? So schedules, I think. Yeah, you can see when things are coming up. But I don't know if it has everything on here or not, but yeah, there we go. All the different stuff here. Need to need to figure out this website more. Press this button, looks good. Yeah, I like that. It looks useful, but I haven't used the website too much yet. Gotta remember it. Gotta remember it. Let's look at the just for fun. I'm curious about the clock actually. Huh. Oh, so this year's US Go Converse are going to use these clocks. So we're going to use these yeah, record-setting participation in the US Open at the Go Congress in Portland last year. We had enough for aging in clocks to meet the need. So now they're buying a bunch of these ones. And they're doing it from Polgote. I could have sworn Baduk Club was making some of these. So I thought maybe they teamed up, but maybe not. Let me see. See Book Club. Baduk.club. Yeah. Well, no, don't do that. Resume browsing. No, just go to the website. I don't like this resume browsing. I don't know what that means. Yeah, they have the basic Go timer. Yeah, see, looks similar, right? Oh, $24.99 now. It used to be a little bit cheaper. I remember it being less than that. Yeah. So I wonder how much they are at Polgote. Are they a place to buy them, or is it just from them? Or are they just making them, or getting them from here? I don't see them anywhere, but group lessons and blog. Yeah, who knows? No, not for resale. Chapter use only. Picked up at the Go Congress only. Okay. So I probably still have to get the other one. This looks really easy to use. I like the tilting button instead of pressing the small button that we have at Congress last year. These ones would be more fun to use, I think. We'll find out when we get there, but you don't have to keep reprogramming them every single time. That sounds useful. That sounds useful. All right, anyway. Done looking at random stuff. Yeah, probably not going to play any games today. I just kind of want to relax a little bit. So it was fun to do a little bit of Sumego and go over a pro game and a friend's game. That was fun to do. So I'll probably end for now. And since I'm ending, I want to see, are there people available to play? Yes, there are. Of course. Of course there are. Let's look at KGS just for fun. And yeah, looks like there's a decent amount of people. Grow Sagan. Okay, that's a great name. Grow Sagan. Anyway, let's close that. It's about right. There's actually someone looking for a game. Oh well. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. And then I'll do another stream tomorrow night as well. Where I'll play on Fox. Because I'm going to be playing on Fox that tomorrow night. If I feel like playing in the morning, I will. But if not, I might just do the same thing I did today, where I'm just reviewing and doing Sumego and stuff like that. That way I'll not burn myself out before I get to the game. Have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.